Hi everyone! Today is day 28 and a lot is happening, and I say that every day because it's crazy how much just one meditation, just one 1 hour meditation can do in your life. So when you're doing 2 hours a day, every single day is bam, 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 totally, completely different. More layers are coming off of you. And so when I say so much has happened, so much is happening, oh my goodness, I feel so amazing. It's because it's way different than it was before. Like, it's a completely new, brand new experience that I've ever experienced. And so that's where that's coming from. So I hope that it doesn't get tiring. I mean, it's not tiring. It's never tiring for me. But what's happening and feeling is this veil is being lifted from my eyes, and I'm able to see so much clearer. Like, I'm operating in this world and I'm seeing people and I'm just being. And all of these things that they tell you that we should be to reach enlightenment. So be loving, be generous, be grateful, be honest, be this, be that, do this, do that. Practice love, loving other people, and all of these things that I've been trying to be for like years, for 6-something years, or longer, because really that's kind of what society teaches you to be, is to just be kind. All of these things that I've been taught and that I've tried to be, and even though they were coming from, like, it was, a lot of the times it was very authentic, it still was very, like, I was trying to be them. And I think a lot of other people can relate. Like, we try to be loving towards others, we try to be this, and we try to be grateful, we cultivate a gratefulness practice. They tell you to do that. So I'm running around in life, I'm being in life, and all of these things are being. Like, I'm being them in my body. It's like I don't have to try. I'm just being them. So I'm being love to these people. I'm being grateful that this experience happened in my life. I'm being, it's just expressing out of my heart completely naturally. I'm not having to try to do anything. And it's because that's who we are. Like, we are gratefulness. We are patient. We are kind. And well, I guess that's not necessarily needed to say, but basically, I'm thinking that the scripture from the Bible that says love is patient, love is kind, well, God is love, right? It says that in the Bible too, and we are God, and so we are love inside. And so that is a description, that verse is literally a description of who we are inside. And I like to look at it as a way of looking at how we can really love ourselves. So what that description would be is, well, we're patient with ourselves, we're kind with ourselves, we're humble, we're all of the things that it says. Perseverance, I like that one, because that one is highly, highly important for any cultivated, any work that we do. So when you sit and when you just start to be, you just be it, and you start feeling it being expressed naturally. You don't have to try to do it. And that's really starting to happen in my life. Another thing is I'm feeling really anchored into the ground, and anchored in my life, and feeling every second that I'm here or that I'm awake, I want to invest in myself more and more and more and more. And it feels a million times better every time I invest in myself. And the more that I do it, the more I want to. And it's just becoming absolute routine and absolute necessity to start doing these things and making the right decisions. And that's really crazy powerful for me, and really super exciting. I'm feeling really safe and feeling like everything's being taken care of. I went through this process of releasing control, and it was really difficult. It caused a lot of sadness. I felt like I remember I was dealing with it for 16 something hours, pretty much. But that's a long time in these terms when you're just present with yourself. That's kind of a long time, because most of the time it just happens. Like it comes in and then it comes out, and then it comes in and then something else comes in and something else comes out. And that's kind of the process. So when something kind of lingers like that, it's like, wow, I'm wondering what's going on here. And so I was driving down the road, and it kind of hit me that I feel like if I don't have control, if I'm not in control, then life's just gonna crap all over me, and there's nothing I can do about it. And it's totally false. But that was the illusion in my mind, and I was driving down the road, and it was just like, oh, and I was looking at it from a distance as if it was a picture, and it just felt so good to see that, and to just be present with it, and to just be aware of it. Like, that was what it was that I was feeling. Because I was feeling a lot of sadness, distress, a lot of devastation, and even some anger. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do without this control, because my brain and my body has been naturally just giving in to my heart. There was this period where I was going into one of my old program habits that I've been trying to release for years. And this thought came into my head that, what if I have to heal through something first before I can heal through this completely? And what that did was just like, well, then that means there's nothing I can do. That I'm blocking the healing process for what it is that I'm going through. That me trying to force something to heal that I'm not ready for, that I need, that there are steps that I need to go through to be ready for. And what that did, that's what really caused all of that devastation, was just like, oh, I have no control. And it was just me completely giving in, and that felt really good. It felt really good to feel safe in my heart, to feel like my heart has everything taken care of for me, to feel like it's going to bring up everything that I need, that it's doing its thing. And that felt really good, but it was the release of control that was just like, did not like that. And so even though I felt all of this like wonderful relief, it was still pretty devastating for me. And then as soon as I realized what it was that was devastating about it, it was gone. It just like released out of my body. You can kind of, me just talking about it, it's just like reliving of all of that and more of that. I really don't have control, and I don't want control. Because me being in control hasn't really helped very much over the last few years. So, if some other force is in control and I can completely trust that force with my entire life and love that force and allow it to come through so naturally that it's literally has my entire back, that it is working for me and not against me, and everything that it brings into my life is for me. It's so much easier than to just try to make things happen. And that's when we start really start experiencing synchronicities. We got a call right after I posted my video about the pulling the card, right after, for John to get a job offer. And it feels like it's just going to be amazing. And even if it falls through, it's just, life still feels like it's going to be amazing. Like this anchor is being in our lives, and it just, the more we invest in ourselves, the better our lives feel. And it's so amazing. It's just the most amazing feeling. So that is what's going on today. And then I have a new video series that I'm doing every single Monday. And the amazing thing about it is that I was crying like at the end of the video. You probably can't tell. But as soon as I ended the video, I was just started bawling. And then as soon as I was watching it, I was just like crying. And it just feels so amazing to start doing something I love so much. I could talk about how to love yourself all day long. And so I really wanted to do my introduction video to my self-love series that I'm creating today. But there's some editing that I'm going to need to do, and it's a little bit more complicated, so I'm probably going to wait till next weekend to do it. But who knows? Maybe I'll shoot it and figure it out later. Anyways, so lots of exciting things are happening. As always. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed and have wonderful, happy meditation experiences yourself. I love you guys. Bye.